Welcome back, people. We got some more Fishing Planet for you guys here today, and today we're fishing somewhere a little bit different. Today we are going to be fishing in Akhtuba River in Russia. Now, I don't think I've ever done any live. I'm very sure I haven't, because I've looked across the channel. We've done many different streams on Fishing Planet, and I haven't actually managed to find any live stream of fishing this place. So I'm just loading up the game and we'll get into it. How's it going, Pulse? Welcome to the stream, man. So this pace of fishing, so you got to understand, it's okay pace. It's okay. Now, I do always try and catch as fast as I can, but here, it's not going to be as fast as other places, of course. It's not going to be as fast as the, fishing in Maku Lake or Blue Crab or Weeping Willow, somewhere like that. It's not going to be as quick as that. But the pace isn't actually too bad. Like, it's not insanely fast, but it's not too bad. And don't worry, tomorrow we definitely are going to be fishing on PS4 tomorrow. Today on PC, because I wanted to fish here, and when I fished here, my dad caught more than what I did. So because of that reason, I got my dad in with me. So if I don't catch much, at least he can catch some as well, and then that way there's not too much downtime. At least that's the plan. Okay. Oh, I forgot the face cam. There we go. Alright. So here we go. Akhtuba River. I don't know how well this is going to go. As I say, we did do a little bit of a test, and we did fish here, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't the pace that I would normally enjoy, if I'm honest, but still going to catch more. Yeah, he probably is going to catch more than me in this place. When we come here, yeah, he caught a lot more than what I did, but we'll give it a shot and we'll try and see what happens. So I was putting on #6 hooks, and with the #6 hook, sorry about that. Yeah, with the #6 hook, I didn't catch that much. Like, I did catch, but not insanely amount. And he had on the #4 hooks, and it was working really good. So because of that fact, I have put some 4 hooks on as well as the 6, and we'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely be fishing tomorrow on PS4. Definitely tomorrow, 100%. I know I said I was going to do more this week, but as I say, I haven't fished this place that much, so I'm not very experienced with this place. And when I come here and fish with my dad the other night, we was in here for a good few hours, maybe 3-4 hours ish, something like that. Could have been longer than that, actually. And yeah, we fished here and he was catching more than what I was. So I'm gonna we'll do a random room first and see if there isn't too many people there. We'll stay in a random room. If there's people at that location, too many of them, we will go to our friends only, because obviously Dad is coming with us. But tomorrow, definitely tomorrow, 100%, we are going to be on PS4 tomorrow. And I won't fish a high level lake either tomorrow, just because there's a lot of people keep on asking for me to play PS4, and yeah, we're not really, there's not a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are new to the game that are not very high level. So I'll pick a low lake level tomorrow, maybe Everglades or Rocky Lake, something like that. We'll pick one of those. It doesn't seem like there's too many people around, so it looks like it's okay. So the only spot, actually I tried 2 spots. This was one spot here, and then the other spot that I tried was there, and there wasn't too bad either. And I haven't tried that spot, but I'm going to show you what it looks like real quick, just in case you're in a high enough level. Look at this. It does look nice. Obviously it don't look as good as what it could, because we got the fog over the water, but let's have a look up here in the top one. So you can also, I'm guessing there's definitely going to be fish around here, for the fact wherever there's a platform, there's got to be fish around. That's the way I look at it as well. There's not really much lily pads around or bits of wood sticking out of the water, unfortunately, because that is the main thing that I did look for. Did an all-nighter from Sunday to Monday. Poor man, I think I've had about 2.5 hours sleep, but it was like I kept waking up, falling asleep because it's so hot. I don't think that many people are going to be sleeping, man. It's not great. Okay, so this is the other spot here. Again, I haven't tried this spot here, so I don't know how well it'd be there, but we had a bit of luck here, so you know what, I'm just because, okay, there you go, my dad's there. Let me join his room. Okay, I'm in his room. He must have joined me. Alright, so we are fishing here where the boat is. This is where you could get on your boat and ride around as well. Which I haven't actually got on the boat and looked around. There probably is other good spots, but here we had some very, very big fish. Now, unfortunately, those big fish we can't keep them, which that is a bit of a shame. But I don't mind too much because we can get some of them catfish as well, and I think I caught my biggest unique catfish in here as well, which that was pretty awesome. So I think it was like 90 something pound, and then my dad, he caught a unique catfish. I think it was about 100 pound. Yeah, when it's this hot, man, it's hard work. It is hard work trying to get to sleep. Alright, so let's jump into it. We'll put the rods out. That probably ain't far enough. I felt like the sweet spot was probably about 120 to about 150 foot. I think that was kind of the sweet spot-ish around there. So there you go, 140 is fine. The only problem is in this place, and this is the only problem, is that you're not able to use it. Well, you could use a float, but it would be really hard work because it's a river. Obviously, there's a continuous flow, and it keeps on flowing down to the right. And because it keeps flowing to the right, as soon as you put your float rods out, your float just ends up pretty much down here. So that is a little bit of a pain. I'm tempted. I'm going to look in the shop and see what kind of spinning rod I can buy, because I know I did catch a few pike in here, but I didn't have great luck catching pike. I did catch a few, but not that many, and I think that was because I couldn't cast that far. The spinning rod that I've got is kind of heavy duty. There we go. There's my dad getting set up. He's gonna embarrass me. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. He did so well here. He did do so well. So as I said, do expect a little bit of downtime, because the pace in this place is obviously not going to be as fast as the other top end lakes. But I'm going to go into the shop real quick and see what spinning rod I'm able to buy. So I could buy that one. I don't know if that's going to be too heavy though. See, I did take off the carp rod there. I ended up bringing 2 Krakens with me. Didn't even realise, but I don't know if I should buy a spin rod or not. I was hoping for a lighter spin rod. I'm going to buy it. We got cash. I told you, when I get cash, I always find some way to burn it. Right, there we go. So we're going to put that on there. And then I'm going to mess around. I feel like the best lure was, I did try a few swim baits, they weren't too bad. But I think the best one was probably these 2 medium spins, the red and the yellow, but I don't know how far I'm going to cast with it. That's the problem. Okay, I can cast a lot further than what I could with compared to the other one. I know what you guys are going to say. I shouldn't have brought the rod here. I should have brought the rod from the shop. From the home storage, and it would have been a lot cheaper, but it's fine. We got cash to burn. It's all right. 192. That's definitely better, because the other one that I was using, the best spin rod, it was just too heavy. So I was only casting around about 60 to 80 feet with this medium spoon. Couldn't get very good distance on it, so that's why I thought I'll buy it from from here, I know it costs me more, but then this rod, buying the rod from the shop here, it does cost more, but you know that it works. It's definitely going to handle the fish, because that's why that rod's available to buy there. So that's why I did it. The reel is probably a little bit heavy duty, so let me take the pressure down there, because we don't want to end up breaking the rod or breaking the reel. I can always adjust it as we catch it. But anyway, we can definitely cast further with this one. So because we can cast further, I'm hoping it's going to be, we're going to have more fish. I'm hoping that, but it's not looking yeah, it's not great at the minute. I think we got some interest on there. I don't know if there's a fish on there or not. Right, there we go. First fish on. So using large cut bait, I'm using some medium cut bait, and I think I'm using some duck mussel and large minnows. So I'm trying to use different ones. So trophy whales, catfish. That's not a bad start. £31. I'm pretty sure I am going to rank up today as well. Again, it does all depend on how many fish I'm going to catch. I'm pretty sure I could. There is definitely some good size, unique cats in here, so hopefully I can pull one or two of them. Or if I can't, at minimum, at least I hope my dad can. So he starts straight off with a northern pike. I could use shiners as well. He's got a good fish on there by the looks of it. Let's see what he's got. Alright, maybe not. I thought he was a lot better than that. So he's got a zander. They're quite nice as well, because I haven't caught many of those. So that's good. I have had a couple here, but I think that's the first time I've ever caught them, is in this place. I don't know if they do them in any other lake, but that is the first time I have caught them, is in here. I don't know what the best method is either. Normally I would do stop and go. So I'm probably going to do that, but I'm just going to wait for it to sink a little bit. It is deep water. Look how long it's taken to sink. That is probably the longest I've ever waited for a lure to sink in any lake. Wow. That's taken a short minute. Oh, there we go. There you go, he had another one. I told you, he catches quick. He really does. He nails it in this place. I don't mind if we don't catch too fast, because I'm messing around with a spin rod. Me messing around with a spin rod is going to keep me occupied, so I don't get too bored, and hopefully I don't get too impatient. Well, there we go. Well, maybe not. It does that a lot as well. It does do that a lot. It keeps running but doesn't take it properly. And normally when it does that, that indicates to me that the hook is too big. So I'm going to reel that in a minute, and I'm going to change the hook. I'm literally getting nothing with this medium spoon though. What time? Let's have a look at the... Okay, so probably around about 9 AM onwards. I wouldn't normally fish peak times. As I say, I never bother to fish peak times. I just get straight in and I start fishing. Oh, there you go. He's got another pike. That was 16.5 pounds. He didn't even bother to look at it. He just put it straight in his net. I told you he's good in here. He is good in this place. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. He's definitely gonna catch more than me. Maybe he should be the streamer today rather than me. Okay. I think with was it the large minnows? I think it was the large minnows where it kept biting. I should have picked that rod up first. But anyway, well, let's change that to a 4 hook, because I feel like maybe the hook is probably too big, and that's why I'm not getting much interest. Well, not much interest, but it keeps biting and not taking it. I think that is because the hook is a little too big. I'm guessing that's what it is. It definitely takes a short minute to sink though. Okay, so that one's, I got a 6 hook on there. I'll leave that 6 hook on. and if it keeps on biting it but not taking it, then I'll change the hook down smaller. But I know the other places there is newer lakes than this and that kind of thing, but I wanted to fish here just mainly because to show you that I'm not a one-shot man, if that makes sense. You know, I can show you in those top-end good water lakes that I can catch good, but that's why we drop back to some of these other lakes as well, because there is some people that are not a high enough level to fish those lakes. By us dropping back into these lower lakes goes to show that I'm just not a one-shot trick man and can only do it in those good lakes. I want to show you in some of the, I wouldn't say these are bad lakes, these are still good lakes, but I want to show you in some of the lower end lakes. That's it. Oh gosh, what am I doing? That's what happens when I, oh, nobody saw that. I'm all over the place today. That's what a lack of sleep does to you. That's what a lack of sleep does to you. I can't believe I did that. Well, we actually did have some interest, so the 4 hooks are good, but I wanted to change the time to 9 AM. So we, oh wow, look at that. That looks so good. That looks beautiful. Yeah, I wanted to change the time a little bit. One, so it looks a little bit better, but also so that we're mainly in the peak time. That's the main thing I'm trying to go for. Just to see in the peak time if I can do a little bit better, because I'm pretty sure when we did fish here, I was catching, but it was very slow pace, and then I changed the time to the peak time, and I started catching that a little bit quicker. So me now at this time, peak time, we should at least have more interest. And I don't care whether it's on the bait rod or whether it's on the spin rod. I just want it to be on a rod. Let's see what he's got there. He's got Wales catfish, 12 pound. So there is actually some really big fish in here as well. I've forgotten the name of the big one. I think it's called Belga. Yeah, Belga. That fish is absolutely massive. Now they're not as big as the Arapaima, no, but they look bigger than the Arapaima. Belga, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, they definitely look bigger than the Arapaima. Obviously they're not, but they do look a lot bigger, and because of that, it's a shame that I can't keep it. It really is such a shame that I can't keep it, but I have caught my biggest one in here, which was 130 pounds, so that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And when I caught that as well, because it was the first time me catching it, I actually got, what did I get? I got a trophy and some kind of reward. I don't know if it was cash or what, I don't know, but yeah, that was obviously because the first time of me catching it. I have fished this place in the past, but to be honest, I haven't put much time into this lake. I haven't put much time into it at all. There probably is, I'm very sure there is, a better spot than what I'm fishing. There probably is. If I looked around and spent quite a bit of time, I'm pretty sure I could find somewhere better, but here it works. And for the fact it works, that's what makes me go with it. So there's our first fish on the spin rod, and we got a fish on the other rod going. There you go, trophy asp. I haven't caught any asp in here either. So again, everything, most of the things that we catch are going to end up being personal record, most of it. There's a better spot next to the bridge, is there? As I say, this is the only place that I've ever fished in here. I've tried the other spots, well, a couple of other spots, but I thought under the bridge would be a good spot. I did think that, but I haven't actually fished there. But maybe I could move over to the bridge in a little bit. See if I can try and get, I know here there's some big cats here as well, like really big cats. So by me fishing here, I might be able to pull in a couple of unique cats here, and not just that, but I'm catching pike here as well, and I've caught a few trophy pike. So if there's trophy, I know that unique doesn't long follow behind. It's not running properly. It's running, but I don't hear the bell. There you go, now I do. No, that's why I didn't pick it up. That's so strange. How's it going, Nexter? Good to see you again, man. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream, guys. Lets us know you still enjoy Fishing Planet. So, as I said, around about, I think it was like 150 to about, there you go, he's just had another one, Trophy Xander. They look really nice, those fish. Yeah, so about 150 to maybe 120, 130 foot. That's how I've been catching pretty good. I fish, it's 9:17, so I fish here, as long as we keep catching the odd one, and then I fish here till maybe about 10:30-ish, depending on how good it is. If it remains good, then I will stay here. If not, then I'll head over to the bridge. I might be able to max this out. Can I max it out? Oh no. Okay, I definitely can't. I put a lot of damage on the rod there. It didn't break it though. Wow. I got 89% durability left on the rod. Don't use the Cracker 9000. Too powerful. Okay, 19 pounds. That's what I was looking for. That pike. Let's see if we can try and get a unique pike there. We're at a good time, so it should be okay, I'm hoping. But I definitely will though try under the bridge. How far did you cast out there, Ara? How far were you casting at the bridge? I'm gonna wait for it to run properly because I don't know why it seems to do that so much. I changed from a 6 hook to the 4, so it don't do that as much. So it don't keep on running and then stopping, but it still seems like it keeps doing that. It runs, but just doesn't seem to take it properly. You can't remember? All right, man, no worries. I could still try it out there. I'm gonna wait until I hear that bell. There we go. I hear it, but I don't know on what rod. There you go. It was that one. This one's with the large cut bait. Okay, this one's a good one, I think. It looks like the other one's really good as well. I'm trying to speed reel. Oh god, the other one looks really good. Okay, let me pick up that one and see if it's got more. See if that's got more of a fight. If it has, then we'll take that. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one's the better one. It's hard to tell. I really want to get both of them, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. That's alright. It looks like the 4 hook is good though. If I'm quick enough, I might be able to get the other one. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay, maybe not. I don't need to rush now. That's a pain. There we go. Look at the size of that, man. That is an absolute beast. Again, it's not as big as the Arapaima, but it definitely looks bigger than the Arapaima. That's only 75 pounds. Now I can get these. As I said, the biggest I had was up to 130, but you can't keep them. Make sure you release it, otherwise it will be very expensive if you try taking that risk. And there's not really much point. You could try and release it, try and keep it, but the chance of them giving you a fine is more, you got more chance of getting the fine than not getting it. So, but we still get the XP for it. So it's still good fun. And all the time we keep pulling in different catfish and pike. That's going to give us cash, so even though we can't keep cash from the other fish, we are still going to be earning a profit. Yeah, that's what I normally look out for as well, yeah. Look, that's where I'm at now. This is a deep part. And obviously down here towards the bridge, it carries on. Yeah. I always look out for, the first thing I look out for is bits of wood sticking out of the water. That's always a giveaway. Lily pads. If there's none of that, then I do look out for the deep parts of the water. That's normally where they hide out. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Sorry about that. Okay. Hook 7 or even an 8. I don't know, I was using the 6 and I didn't have that much interest using the 6. It just wasn't really taking that much. It weren't taking very much at all. That's what made me go to the 4, because my dad was using the 4 hook and he was catching a lot more than what I was. But I could try a 7 though, if you want me to do that. I could try a 7. I think I got a 7 on me. Yeah, there we go. Oh gosh, it's so hot in the UK today. I'm like a big baby when it comes to heat. I hibernate, I don't go anywhere. Oh, there we go. We just had another Wells Cats. Also as well, nighttime. That's another thing as well. I did fish here in the nighttime, and it seems like in the nighttime it's not too bad either. It's actually alright in the nighttime. Nighttime's pretty good. It's the water's so deep. I guess I could try a popper. Popper might be okay as well. Oh, there we go. I was putting my drink down and my controller went. I felt the vibration. It is pretty good sometimes using the controller, for the fact that you feel that vibration there. I feel like it makes it a little bit easier. If I was using the mouse, I wouldn't have felt that vibration. Right, medium cut bait. This with a 4 hook again. I think the 7 hook just went. Look at that, he's got another fish on. I don't know how he does it. What did he get? Northern pike, £6. Another Wells. Alright, let's change this one as well. You said at even an 8, so I put on an 8, we'll give that a shot. You see what I mean? It's not insanely fast. It's not. It's not insanely fast, but it is. I can cope with it. Just because I'm messing around with the spinning rod, I can cope with it. I don't mind it taking that little bit longer. Oh, there you go. He had a European perch. Nice. Yeah, I got some large cut bait. Yeah. It's nice for a bit of change. Yeah, well, that's why I did it, man. Because I don't want to, like, when I said about fishing this place, my dad said that's a good idea. I feel like that's really good. And I said, why do you feel like it's a good idea? And he said, you know, it goes to show people that you're not like a one-shot trick man. Which, that does make sense, you know. I'm always showing them best lakes, and when new lakes come out, I always manage to find those hot spots really fast and show all the updates and all that kind of thing. And that's why every now and again I do like to drop back to some of the smaller lakes, just to show that I am able to catch at another place. But not just to show that, but it's good to catch different fish, because could you just imagine if I was just fishing, like every time a new lake comes out, I fish that lake and nothing else. Now, obviously when new lakes do come out, I do fish that quite a bit, of course, and that is because to show unique fish, find them hot spots myself and then share that with the world. So obviously I like to do that. We're going to have one more cast with here, and then we'll head down the river near the bridge, and we'll see if there's more interest there. But yeah, I like to not only catch different fish, but it would be very, very boring for me to just, not just for me, but it'd probably be boring for you guys to see the same thing. For me to, like if I fish Maku Lake and I don't fish any other lake and that was just the only lake I stayed in, that would be, I don't know, that would be boring for me catching the same fish, and it would definitely be boring. I feel like it's not good content because it's just the same thing that I'm doing over and over and over. Now I know I'm doing fishing over and over, but I'm showing different things. I'm not showing the same thing every single day. So fishing here today is somewhere different, and then tomorrow when we're on PS4, I'll either go, I might go Rocky Lake possibly, because that is a lower level lake. Either Rocky or Everglades, I'm not sure. We'll go to one of those two tomorrow. But it is good to show a little bit something different rather than the same thing. Alright, so I'm going to leave my dad to fish here. He just had an asp there, nice. So I'm going to leave my dad to fish here because I know that here definitely works. And I head down to the river, and I'll have a look. See if we get any more interest down underneath the bridge compared to here. Let's have a look. I think there was a guy down here. Yeah, there is. Okay. I'm going to try not to get in there way too much if I can help it. I don't want to annoy them or them to end up writing something bad into the chat. So I kind of just I give them a little bit of room. I get kind of like here. You can get pretty close. Okay. I'll have a few baits set out. We'll have a few casts with a spin rod as well, and see if I get more fish here or at the other spot. The only thing is I'm just not sure on the distance, so I'm just going to put them at different distances and we will see. That's another thing that I do as well. Put one at 90. Well, then we'll put this one at 100. I put 10 feet between each one, and then we see which one we get the most interest on. And then that's kind of how I find the sweet spot most of the time. So that one was 90, this one we put at 100. The next one, 110. And then the other one, 120. That's how I always find the sweet spot. There we go, 110. And it's good when you got a lot of rods to put out as well, because you can put them in all different places, which gives you that little bit more of a chance to find that sweet spot that little bit quicker. There we go. Right, so we got that at 90, 100, 110, 120. Oh, no, nobody saw that. I don't want to use that rod. Well then, we'll have a mess around with this one. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous how hot it is. It's so silly. Okay, so that's the one that's at 100 foot, so that's good. And that's with large minnows as well, with the hook hash 4. So not a very big hook on there, but we'll see. I'll catch a few more and we'll check the pace. See how quick we can get it. Nearly 10-pound Wales cat. Now just to mention today, I'm not running premium as well. So if I was running premium, of course that would obviously give us more cash. But there's no point in me getting premium just yet because of the fact that I am obviously going to be using the PS4 tomorrow. And then me playing the PS4 tomorrow, not playing this, that I lose the 1-day premium. Not that it's a big deal, but when I buy that, I like to try and make the most out of it, so. No premium today. I could have bought 1-day premium, I guess, but there's not really much point. I don't know, maybe Maybe the popper could work. Possibly. I did try the popper, but I just didn't have much luck with it. But maybe on this rod I could probably cast it a little bit further, so it might be good. I'll try it in a minute. We'll see. Oh, I had a bit of interest there. I strike too fast though. I got my fan on. Oh my god, I feel like I'm cooking. I am honestly thinking about living with my dad. He gets such good airflow in his apartment. His airflow's so good. He opens up the window and just the air goes crazy. Alright, so let's try the popper. See what happens with that. 200 foot, that's pretty decent. I can cast that pretty far. I don't know if the popper's gonna work. I really don't know. But one thing that I could do is I could try the buzzbait. When I was using the buzzbait, it wasn't it was okay. I didn't get much interest on it, and I think that was just because I couldn't cast it very far. But now I've got this rod, I'm pretty sure I can cast it further because this rod isn't as heavy as the other one, so it might be a good idea for me to try the swim bait, see if anything happens with that. But no interest with that popper. That one, I know that was only one cast, but if it was good, I'm pretty sure it would have snapped it straight away. Swim bait probably would be good as well, but let me try the buzz bait first. Have a good few casts for that. I feel like a lot of people always say to use these ones. Alright, let's put that one on. That's the only one that I got for the right size for that hook. That one's a little bit too small. Okay. Let's cast this out a dozen times and see if we get any interest with it. I got a feeling the buzzbait would work better than the popper. I got a feeling it would. I don't know though. Only time will tell. Oh, there you go, straight away. That's how you can tell when the bait's good. That was quick. Again, I don't mind if I'm not catching insanely fast, as long as I'm catching either on the bait rod or the spin rod, one or the other. Young Northern Pike. Right, that didn't take it. So far I think it's probably about the same pace as it is off the dock. It feels like it's about the same pace. I'm not sure. I didn't try the buzzbait at the other spot though, so if I use the buzzbait at the other spot, maybe it catches good, which we caught it that pretty much instantly. Yeah, the buzzbait might be. I wondered, but I kept hearing a noise. Look at that, the train's coming across. Oh, that looks brilliant. Them silly little things like that are the things that I look out for. Look at that. That's nice. I kept hearing this weird noise. I wouldn't have thought I saw that. Actually, no, I remember. Yeah, I did see it before when we come in here for the first time. I said to him, "Oh my gosh, I see a train going by." And I was quite surprised to see that. I had some interest there on the buzzbait, but it ended up going. Right, so that's the one. Again, that's at 100 foot. So I think the 100 foot is probably the better spot because that's the one that's going the most. I don't know which one that was. Pike. Okay, let's bring that back to 100. I think I'm going to bring... Okay, I was going to say I think I'm going to bring these in a little bit, but that one just went off. So this is the one that was 110 foot cast. Did take a little bit longer to go off, but it still did. So I think 100 foot's probably the better spot, I think. We got a 9.5 pound Wales catfish. Now let's bring that to 100 foot as well. Just because I've had more hits at 100 foot. Again, that's kind of how I normally find sweet spots like that. To find where, how the distance or best where to cast. By doing that, it really does make a big difference. Look at that. I literally only just moved that to there as well. Nice. Okay, so it might not be a bad spot, you know. Considering I've never fished here before and I've randomly started casting them between 10 foot between each one. It's actually working pretty good. That might be a good one. Trophy. Not unique, but it's close. That's not bad cash. Again, we're not using premium. That's not bad cash. Obviously with premium, we would have got that extra bit more, but okay, let's have another cast for this one again. No, wrong one. There we go. I think I have found the sweet spot, guys. 100 foot seems like to be where it's at. It looks like he's got a big fish on there. I seem to keep taking these large minnows quite a bit than pike, but I haven't had anything bigger than a normal size pike. So because they're taking quite a bit on that, I'm gonna crank the hook up to a 6, because they definitely are taking those minnows. They definitely do like them. So I put on a 6 hooker, then that way, instead of keep getting those smaller pike, we might end up running into a trophy or a unique that way. Wow, that was a serious cast, that. There we go. Whew, it's just too hot. It's too hot. I think I need to live somewhere where it's cold all the time. I'd like that. I don't mind being cold. I can always get myself warmer. But when you're hot, to cool off, it's not great. Oh gosh, it's so hot. How's it going, Trippy? Good to see you again, man. Been out for a drive this morning. Windows down. Getting some air. Getting some of that fresh air in your lungs. I keep taking drinks out of the fridge as well. And it just... they go warm so quick. And it just tastes horrible. I didn't even have coffee today either. I should have had coffee. Yeah, I bet when you get in there, it'd probably be like a sauna, man, how hot it'd be in there. I could imagine. I'm interested to see the size of that fish there. He's been fighting it for a short minute. Oh, he's using the gold rod that we brought, the DLC pack rod that we brought. I'm not going to stand in front of him or be silly. I just want to check him out. Yeah. He brought the golden pack, the same pack as what we brought. He's definitely been fighting it for a little bit. That looks like the heavy chase, if I'm right. It looks like it. Let's wait for a sec. I want to see what it looks like in his hand when he brings it in. Yeah, it is, Tyler. Yeah, it is, man. That's why I'm saying I prefer. Let's cast this out. It's going to take him a short minute still to bring that in. Yeah, I definitely I definitely do prefer the cold. You kind of get, you know, if you live in heat all the time, you get used to it. If you live in cold areas all the time, you get used to that. And I just, me and heat, I'm not used to that. I don't like it. £84. Wow, look at the size of that. It looks so much bigger though. Nice. Now look at that. My dad just caught a, what do we have there? Wales catfish trophy. And then another pike. I don't know, you know. I don't know if this is faster. The amount of fish that I've caught compared to the amount of fish he's caught, I'm not sure if it's faster. It could be about the same pace, or maybe he could be catching more. Let's see. So it was him, me, then him, then me, then him, and then him again. So maybe the other spot is a little bit quicker, possibly. Gonna be doing a motorway lesson on Saturday just to help me along with things properly. I'm scared of driving on motorways. Yeah, it's kind of strange that, isn't it? Because when you take a driving test, they don't take you on the motorway, and then after you get your full license, you're then automatically straight away you're allowed to go on a motorway, which I think that's kind of, obviously they can't really take you on a motorway because it's a test, but you know, for the fact that you've never been on a motorway and then all of a sudden you're allowed to go on a motorway, I think that's kind of crazy. But then I guess you do, you know, they take you on dual carriageways and that kind of thing, so I guess that's a little bit similar in some sort of way, isn't it? How's it going, Era? Thanks for dropping by again, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I bet it is, man. I bet they have no air conditioning in there or anything like that either. Or at night. Yeah, possibly. Oh, they do motorway. It's actually a thing now, is it? While doing lessons? Alright, okay. Yeah, I feel like they should really. Like, I know they take you on dual carriageways and stuff like that, but they should definitely take you on motorways, because there's a lot of people that are kind of scared for doing that. I remember my auntie when she got her test and stuff, and she passed her lesson many years back now, but she never ever went on a motorway. The trains, yeah, I like that. That's good. It's a different train as well. It's not the same train as before. This one's carrying different cargo. Yeah, she passed her test a long time ago, and she had to go to London, and she didn't know how to get there, and she never went on a motorway before. So I said to her that you know, I'd get in the car with you. I'll show you. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how. I don't know. I don't know how that worked. But anyway, yeah, we got in the car. I showed her the directions to go there, and the whole time she was driving, it's all she kept saying was, "Am I doing okay? Am I doing everything right? Am I okay?" And I just said to her, "Look, just drive. Don't keep thinking. Don't keep thinking about it. Just..." Oh, I missed that. You know, don't think about it. Just get on with it and do it, sort of thing. But she was so nervous driving to London, from Brighton to London, and then on the way back, she didn't say anything. She didn't say, "Am I okay?" or anything. She was perfect. So it's more just a confidence thing, obviously. But I'm guessing that would be scary for anyone who's never driven on a motorway before to then driving on a motorway. I can imagine that'd be very scary. They do have it in there, but it's not very good. I've spent a good amount of time in hospital in the past, man, and it's not fun. Especially when it's hot. Yes, that's what makes it worse. It's not fun at all. Like, obviously they do have fans, but it's always like, I don't know. It's always seems to be really hot in hospitals, doesn't it? They're like, it doesn't matter what hospital you go to, it always seems to be really hot. Main thing is keeping up with the traffic flow. See, some people can have the problem with keeping up. Some people can have the problem of the opposite, by going too fast. So yeah, it's about trying to get the balance right, isn't it? You'll be alright, man. You'll be fine with it. As I say, it's just one of the... Just don't think into it too much. The one thing that will help you is just keep driving around on the streets as you normally would, and every now and again go on coast roads. You know, if you don't want to do any motorway lessons, just keep driving coast roads. Try your best to keep going on coast roads, and then by doing that, eventually, you know, that's going to give you the experience of that, isn't it? So coast roads is definitely a good thing. It's so strange. All last week I think last week was probably the main week with the worst comments I have ever seen on my YouTube. Like, I don't know what was going on last week. It was just every day I look at it and there was just a bad comment, another one, and I just had to keep deleting them because obviously keeping it family friendly. I don't want bad comments left, whether they're in a live stream or on a video. If they're bad, I will delete them. And yeah, last week I had so many bad comments, it was a little bit ridiculous. But yesterday and today, so far, we've had some really good ones. So hopefully this week is a bit of a better week. I try not to let them bad comments, you know, fiddle with my brain. I do try not to, but I gotta admit, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. And I'm pretty, you know, I try and look at it as, you know, there's a lot of people out there who have a lot more subscribers than what I do, and a lot more trolls around compared to what I do. So if they can deal with them silly comments, then so can I. But I can imagine how some of them streamers feel, you know. I really could. I actually feel for some of them. Like the amount they have, I just don't understand why people would. I know their classes like keyboard warriors and stuff. You know, if someone said something like that to my face, again, I'm family friendly, so I can't say too much. But you know, if I see them face to face, believe me, it would be a very, very, very different story. It really would. I don't think I'd be as polite as what I am sitting here. That's for sure. But it does bug me a little bit sometimes. It's like, why would they waste their time and effort just to leave the most stupid, rudest thing they could possibly think of? Don't understand people like that. Yeah, exactly. That's what like, I feel like messaging some of them back and saying to them, "You wet fish." Yeah, I feel like I am tempted sometimes to message him back and say something. I don't, because again, just because I want to keep it family friendly, but I do get so tempted to message him back and just to say something back to them. But again, that's what is that gonna solve? It's over the computer, you know. It's not really gonna do anything, is it? They're just being a keyboard warrior saying silly things, and if I do the same, it don't make me any better, does it? But it does. I feel like it. Like I say, I feel like it must get to some streamers. It's got to get to some of them. Like, there's just too many bad comments. There's too many wet fishes in this world. There's too many wet fishes around. Oh, there we go. We had that pretty close. Another pike. Oh wow. My thoughts are with you, Aero Man. I feel for you, bro. As I said before, anytime you want to have a chat, man, I'm on Discord quite a lot. Not Discord, what am I talking about? I'm on Steam quite a lot. If you ever want to have a chat, man, about anything, you ever need to talk about some wet fish, you can drop me a message, man, anytime you feel like you need a chat. How's it going, Donald? I don't think I've ever seen you before, man, so welcome to the stream. Just started to play this game. When it downloads, I'm so excited. Okay, So a few tips that you're going to need, man. This game, when you start off, is a very slow pace. It's not easy. You catch fish under a pound. Very slow going, and it's not that fun, if I'm honest. And I'm sorry, but I got to give my honest opinion. It's not that great in the beginning. But if you're willing to spend a bit of cash on the game, again, I'm not sponsored by Fishing Planet. I'm just saying it in my personal opinion of playing this game for nearly 5 years. You could buy a DLC pack which would give you better rods, better reels. Some DLCs also allow you to get into certain lakes as well, which is really good. So you can get straight into that good lake rather than fishing the free lake, which is terribly slow going. But yeah, there's plenty of DLCs. If not, another suggestion is you could always buy. There's an asp. Oh, there's a train again. You could always buy yourself some premium, which is obviously cheaper than a DLC. And the premium is going to help you level up and give you more cash insanely fast compared to what it normally would be. So, yeah, maybe that might be a good idea. It's well slow going to a different spot. Come down to where I'm at, Dad. Come to where I am. Go to the bottom. It's not actually too bad here. Go to the bridge, and then you can fish beside me. There's quite a lot of space down here. Come down here. It's not too bad. I've probably had more fish on the buzz bait, if I'm honest, than I have bait, but it's not too bad. As I said, Error, I'm always here if you ever need a chat sometime, man. Whether it's in the stream or whether it's after I finish streaming, you could always send me a message, man, on Steam. I know talking doesn't always help, but sometimes it can take your mind off things. Okay, thanks, but I'm going to try and grind. I wish you the luck, man. I wish you luck. It's not going to be easy. People always call me at the wrong time. People don't ring me. No one rings me. But as soon as I start streaming, people ring me. No one rings me. As soon as I start streaming, that's it. People start ringing. Okay, well. He's caught another fish, and he's just caught another fish. I don't know what spot he's at. I feel like he's not bad. I definitely have had more interest using the buzz bait though compared to the bait. That's for sure. Oh, I missed it. I could always try. I could always try a different spot as well. Again, I haven't tried loads of locations in this lake, so there is going to be a spot that's better than another spot, that's for sure. Okay, he's not here. Maybe he's still on the dock then. Is he still on? Okay, he's still on the dock. I didn't try the buzz bait here. I feel like I should try the buzz bait here. Look at this place, man. This place. How far can I? Oh, I can walk all the way down there. What's going on? Oh, it didn't pick up my rod stand, did it? I wondered why I could hear my rods going. I forgot about that. I'm so used to jumping into the boat. Run! It don't go off all the time. I'm standing there. As soon as I come away from it, it happens. I'm gonna go to the... Okay. Good luck, man, in this heat. It's not good for anybody going to a place like that, but obviously sometimes you got to do those things. You subscribed, you're welcome. Thank you very much, man. Welcome to Team Bubbles. Welcome to our channel, man. Okay, I might try a different spot as well, maybe. Like, here's okay, as I said, but I've definitely had a lot more interest with the buzz bait compared to the bait rods. I could always try nighttime here as well. But just because I haven't fished many spots in this lake, I want to see if I can try somewhere else and see if that does much. It's nice to move to different locations. Not only we can grab different fish that way, but at the same time we could maybe catch at a faster pace, so it's always worth to do that. Alright, let's have a look. Let's see whereabouts. I'm pretty sure he was about to move location as well. Look how beautiful. I don't know if it looks as good for you guys, because obviously I'm only streaming at HD to YouTube, but I got my graphics maxed out. It looks absolutely insane. It helps having the 75Hz monitor compared to the 60. I know it's not a big difference, but I can definitely see the difference though, for sure. Alright, so he's moved from this spot. I think he's gone down there. So you can walk all the way down that way. Let's have a look on the map. So I could walk down there, the map goes up that way, which should probably lead us up to there, I would have thought. Maybe. Here's definitely going to work. Here is definitely going to work, because there's a platform there. There's a little bit here. I think you can walk all the way around there, can't you, I think? Yeah. Oh, look, there's lily pads as well. Oh, this has got to be the spot then. Oh, I even see movement there. Look at that, right there. You have. I might try here though. Oh, look at that. I see yeah, lily pads. Oh, look, even that as well. Oh, okay, I didn't even know this was here. This is where we're going to be fishing then. We're going to fish here. Here's definitely going to be a good spot. If it isn't, I'll eat my own hat. Actually, I probably won't, because it's the only hat that I have, so. But if I had another one, I would. Okay, let's do about there, I guess. I'm just gonna spread them out a little bit, put them in different spots. I put 2 over to the right, and then I'll put 2 over to the left near these lily pads here. I feel like that would work pretty decent. Kind of like there, I guess. I'd be very surprised if I didn't catch something here. I literally would be shocked if I don't. Right, so we've got medium cut bait on there, and we've got the 8. So I'm going to put on a 6 hook. I feel like there'll be pike around here hiding. So we're going to put some shiners on. I feel like shiners will... I feel like that's going to be a thing. There's a lot of movement in front of me. But I'm not casting them in front of me, because I'm going to be using the spinning rod in front of me. Okay, let's go to that one. We got large cut bait, and we got medium cut bait in there. Oh, okay, now let's leave that on as well. I don't know. I'm not sure whether there'll be catfish around here. I'm not 100% sure. There might be, but I'm very sure there will be some pike hiding, especially around near these lily pads. And again, look at that in front of me. Since I've got here, I've seen nothing but movement here. Literally nothing but movement. So they go straight out in front of me, like that. That's a good cast. I like this rod. I'm glad I brought it. Again, I did say that I do need some lighter rods, because the rods that we've got are all heavy duty rods. They're not, they're not really ideal for some of those smaller lakes that we are fishing in. But it's alright though, because when I fish on PS4 tomorrow, I'm sure that I brought a rod which was called the Featherlight rod, if I'm correct. I brought that when I was in Rocky Lake, and that worked pretty good. So it means I don't need to buy another spinning rod for that lake. The bait rods, on the other hand, are probably a little bit heavy duty, but I don't mind using them heavy duty bait rods. But I do kind of like to try and get a spin rod that matches good for a certain lake, because then the bait rods I can pull in fast, and then the spin rod I can mess around with that and fight the fish a little bit longer, just to make it that little bit more realistic. There we go. Perfect. Alright, Trippy, no worries, man. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you enjoy the rest of your hot day. I don't feel nervous about driving on a motorway, man. You got a license. You got a full license now. There we go. Didn't take it though. Oh, I missed that. Thanks, bro. Oh man, it's... I don't feel like anybody wants to do anything in this heat. I don't feel like anybody wants to go anywhere, anybody wants to do anything. If I'm honest, streaming today was not really... It wasn't the first thing on my list, I gotta be honest. It's just because of how hot it is, I just don't want to... I don't want to be sitting in front of a cam whilst I'm sweating like crazy, but we're on that YouTube grind. Oh, I missed it. That was him really close as well. Maybe those hooks could be a little bit too big on there. That's a possibility. I think it was this one that kept beeping and didn't have any interest, so let's change and we will put on there. Oh, hold on. Music's about to stop. No. I don't want anything with ads. I got my own ads. We don't want to be demonetized already. I'm deleting that. That's gone. I'm not having that. Okay, let's try this one. Hold on. I'm just going, because I haven't gone through this playlist for such a long time. There's a lot of things on there that's got ads, and I don't want those ads to start playing and I end up getting demonetized for it. I've only just put that on. Alright, so I'm going to put on a 4 on there. And we'll put on, I did have large cut bait, but I don't... Okay, yeah, we'll try large cut bait again for a little bit. Where are you going to be tomorrow on PS4? Need to get my... I don't know if I'm going to go... I don't know. I don't know whether it's going to be... I don't know, Everglades or Rocky Lake. Maybe Everglades, because Everglades I feel like it's that little bit faster pace. So maybe, yeah, Florida Everglades. You got to go by. Alright, Donald, thanks for dropping by, man. Thanks for your support. Enjoy the rest of your day, boy. Or man, or woman, I don't know. Enjoy. Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, let's see. Okay, oh wow, look at that. My dad caught a £90. 90-pound Belga, very nice. Everglades is fine. All right. As I weren't too sure between Everglades or Rocky Lake. I think Rocky Lake is a lower level than Everglades, isn't it? So more people probably could come into that, but Everglades is a very good place to show people who's never fished there before that for a low level lake you can catch insanely fast in there, and it is actually a pretty nice place to fish. I keep getting bites, but it's not taking it. Bite again, didn't take it. Is it going to come back third time lucky? Probably not. I think I need to turn the speed up on my fan for real. I feel like I actually feel like I'm cooking. I'm not even doing anything. Because all I'm doing is just moving my fingers. And I feel like it's like heat coming over me. Crazy. I'm very surprised that we've had not much interest on these rods yet. I am quite surprised. There's lots of lily pads around here. Maybe I just don't have the right time. Because wherever there's lily pads, there's always fish. There's definitely a lot in front of me. There is definitely a lot in front of me, but to the right and the left, we've not had much interest yet. Young Northern Pike again. Okay. Let me see if I want to try a hunch runner. I'll try 4 first. It's optimal as well, so I'll be able to get a good cast on it. Again, I don't know if it's going to work. It's just a matter of just trying different things, to be honest. I feel like this would be better. Yeah, Scotland is a lot cooler, yeah. My uncle's from Scotland originally. Yeah, I don't like heat, man. I really don't. Oh, wow, we had a hit there. It didn't take it, though. Yeah, I don't like heat. I'm not a big fan on heat at all. Scotland might not actually be a bad place for me to move to, you know, for real. Just because it is definitely a lot colder there. That's at the very top of the map. I'm at the very bottom. Superhero. Come on. Oh, I honestly thought we was going to get something that hit that. Because something did at the beginning. Come on. Let's see it. Well, my dad's still catching. I told you he's going to embarrass me on this one. Honestly, I think he has caught more than what I have. I might have to move to his spot. It's not too bad me messing around with the spinning thing here. We've had a couple, but I'm so surprised on these bait rods. I'm pretty sure if I changed the time or night time or stuck it out a bit longer, I probably would, but I'm too impatient for that. I like to try and keep it as constant as I can. And that hunch runner, I don't like it. 2 casts, we had nothing there. Let's go back to the buzz bait. That was better. Actually, I could try the swim bait in here. I haven't tried the swim bait yet. We'll try the 3 first. I'll have like 2 more casts here. And then I'm gonna follow my dad's steps. Because he's catching and I'm not. I get 220 foot cast for that. That's not too bad. That's pretty decent. Some of these new baits, when you use some of these new baits and you take them into the lower level lakes, they seem to work like fire. They work so quick and they're just really, really good. And I say that, oh, I had a bit of interest there. I was going to say, I say that and I probably ain't going to get anything on it now. There you go, the bait rod's finally got a bit of interest, but now it's gone again. Oh no, it's back. No, it's gone. I'm getting impatient. I don't mind waiting for a fish in real life. In real life, I could sit there for 2 hours and I'd be cool. I could sit there for 2 hours before I change the bait and move it around. But when it comes to doing this in this sort of way, definitely not. And the pain is, no, I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna pick them up. I was gonna say the pain is that I gotta pick all those rods up. There's no way I'm picking those rods up. Not a chance. There we go. I picked the rods up. Nobody see it, but I did pick them up. Believe me. I did it that quick. You didn't even notice. I think he's fishing over here, down here. I think. I think he could be casting over there to that little bit of the island, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's not a bad idea here. There was the other. Where was the other spot that I saw? I saw another spot with like a. Yeah, here. I don't know though. That's pretty much here where we was, wasn't it? Yeah. Let me have a couple of casts. I'll have a couple of casts with the swim bait, if nothing, and then I'll go to the spot that he's at and see how well it works there. I feel like here would be a good spot though. I have no idea what that noise was. It was obviously on the game. I don't know what it was though. I have no idea what animal that was. I'm pretty sure the swim bait would work though. I'm sure it would. Doesn't look like it is at the minute. Gotta be honest, but there's so much movement around this place on the water. There's so much movement, but just nothing's happening. We had a bit of interest there, it didn't hook up though. He keeps catching those fish. I told you today he needs to be the streamer. I should have let him do it. Alright, let's go to where he's at, because he's doing better than me. He don't like to admit it sometimes either. Like sometimes he will actually do better than me and he'll be like, no, you're doing just as good. He don't like to admit it, but he is actually, for real, for some lakes that I go in, he can catch faster than I can. And I don't mind saying that, because that is the truth. He don't think it is, but I know it is. In some lakes that we do go in, he is really good at it. It does help that he is a carp fisherman in real life as well. Obviously that gives him that extra little bit of knowledge of rough idea of what they would prefer to eat, whereas if me being a sea fisherman is slightly different. Right, let's cast out. Let's see if we get anything here. If he's catching here, then I should be catching here. He's caught quite a few pike as well, so. Let's put them all out. Look at that, his rod's going again. Wow. And he's got it, look, his rod's going. Oh, okay. I was going to say his rod's going, he's got another one on. I think he was spinning. He's getting a lot of pike though, which is good. I think that's probably the main thing that I want to catch, obviously, on the spinning rod that we brought. On here, I don't know how well the swim bait's going to work. I know the buzz bait definitely works good, but I'll have maybe 2-3 casts with the swim bait. See if I get any interest with it. If not, then I'll go back to the buzz bait, because I know the buzz bait works, and for the fact he's catching pike here means that that buzz bait should work here good as well. I just want to see if I can get anything with the swim bait. I can't do it. Oh, there you go. I was going to say the stop and go won't do any better than that. Well, he found this spot, not me. Again, as I say, he don't like to admit it, but sometimes he does find some really good spots. He really does. He found this spot, not me. Look at that, I get set up and I got a fish on, and then we got more interest on that one. That's the one that I wanted to show you. Not very big fish, but it does look very nice though. Xander. Welcome back, Pulse. That keeps on biting but not taking. I don't want the bait rods to be too quick, just because I do want to try and get something with this on this spin rod. For the fact that we've only just brought this rod, I want to kind of catch more on this than anything else. And it seems like they're not that interested with the swim bait, so I might have to put the buzz bait back on there by the looks of it. A large cut bait. It's on the 4 hook. Look at that. These rods are going off quite a bit as well. So he's found a pretty good spot here. Look at that. Again, I got another one going off. Wow. He found this spot. I ain't taking any credit for it. He found this spot. We just had a pike there. Again, I don't really care if I'm not catching massive fish. I don't expect to catch, you know, insane monsters because they're not in this lake. There is some good sized ones, but obviously there's not monsters in here, so I don't expect to catch anything insane, but I do like to catch at a fast pace. That's one thing I do like. When it's slow going, I don't like it. Like as I said, before we started up the stream, I was talking to him, saying to him about fishing here, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's give it a shot." Like he was so well up for it. he was really up for it straight away. He does the same as me though, even though he's not live streaming. He doesn't live stream, just to mention that. But he likes to do the same as what I do every now and again. It's nice to... I'm going to try that rainbow spinner, see what happens with that. Yeah, he likes to try fish different places because just to catch different fish and that sort of thing. Yeah. Let's try this rainbow spinner. I feel like that would be a good one because it's like the medium spoon. The medium spoon did work pretty good, so by using this, it's the same size hook, so I'm guessing it might be good. I need to get my charger in a sec, guys, otherwise my music's gonna stop. Oh wow, that was a bit glitchy there. That don't happen often on PC. I think that's the only one thing I don't really enjoy too much about playing the console. Is there's a lot more bugs. It doesn't run as smooth. They don't run as smooth. Definitely doesn't. There we go. Well, there we go. We found this spot thanks to my dad. Look at that. I can imagine him like that in real life, standing there like that. Probably not on a day as hot as this though, that's for sure. Definitely not like that on a day this hot. That could be trophy if not unique. Oh, it's close. £21. That's not bad though, that's pretty decent. I think that's the biggest pike we've had so far. It looks like he's got a good sized fish on there as well that he's fighting. This one's on the large minnows. Oh, he did. 14 and nearly £15 northern trophy northern pike. Not bad. This is a good spot that he found here. This is a really good spot. There you go. If you come to Russia to fish, this is the spot. Again, he found this, not me, so shout out to him for that. This one's fighting good. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if it's a pike or a cat. Oh, I think it's a pike. It is a pike. Okay, this could be unique. If not, it's definitely a big trophy. Yay, there we go. Personal record. Our first unique northern pike in this place. Again, thanks to my dad finding this spot, so very nice. 3,000 cash again. I'm not running premium, so that's actually not too bad. This man here, he made that happen. He made it happen. Very nice. Nice one. Yeah, that's because you found it. You found it. He don't like to take credit for things like that, but he did. He found it. You guys see. He found this spot, not me. Alright, so large minnows definitely work. So I'm gonna change this one. I'm gonna put large minnows on here as well because it might give us that chance to catch that a little bit more. And the 6 hook seems to be like that works good, so we'll put a 6 on as well. Give me 1 sec, guys. Sorry. Right. Yeah, so large minnows on this one as well. Let's get that one out there. Now I know that they work. Large minnows with the 6 hook. Probably going to be using a little bit more of that. I know the shiners will probably work as well. Large cut bait definitely does work because we've caught. My dad caught unique cat on that, and so did I. So the large cut bait definitely does work. Probably should change the hook though, because I've only got a 4 hook on there as well. And if we're trying to get that unique cat, we are going to need a bigger hook than a 4. I'm pretty sure. So we'll put a 6 on there as well. I don't know why I always choose 6. Seems like 6. Well, if the fish are not that big, then I go for a 4. But if I'm going for a fish that's big, I feel like the 6 hook is always an optimal hook, like an optimal size that the fish seem to like, whether it's the 220 pound arapaima or whether it's a 100 pound tarpon. It seems like they really like that 6 hook. I would say I haven't had a lot of interest on this rainbow spinner, but then I haven't really been able to use it too much because these bait rods are going off really, really good. Oh, he just had a trophy idol. Nice. Eyed. Sorry. Not idol. There you go. Look, he's got another cat. Man, this spot is good. When I find a good spot, well, okay, as I said, I didn't find this spot, but when I'm fishing a good spot that I find or my dad finds, that's what makes that lake great fun. It really does. So he has made this more entertaining for us. What a beautiful man. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that he found that. That's really good. Alright, so I don't know. I'll have one more cast with it. I'll try one more time. One more time. Let's see if we get anything. I know the buzzbait definitely does work. And for the fact there is pike here, I know the buzzbait will work. And I just want to see if this does. I would have thought this would because it's the hash free, so. And as I said, I used the medium spoons, hash free, and that was working, so this should work. It should. Might not though. It's such deep water. Oh, we had some interest there though, and I missed it. I think the only one thing that I don't like, everything about this lake is nice, just one thing I don't like too much. But it's not a lake, it's a river, but you know what I mean. Yeah, the only one thing I don't like, I had another hit again and I missed it, oh my gosh, is that your line always sways to one side all the time. Like I cast over that way and now it's down this way. And obviously that is going to happen because we are in a river, but I think that's the only one thing that I'm not too keen on. I don't really like that it does that too much. Obviously it's it's a river, of course, but yeah, I'm not a big fan on that. But apart from that, it's actually a pretty nice place. Alright, so I think we should go back to the buzzbait because that was good. That was working well, the buzzbait. And we put that on as well. Okay. Just before I cast that, I'm gonna quickly grab my charger so we don't end up losing our music. And I'm gonna quickly grab myself a snack, guys. By me doing that, it means I can stream for a little bit longer because I am seriously hungry. Alright. I'll put you guys here for 1 sec and I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'll be as fast as I can. I'll be about a minute if that. There we go. Got the wire plugged back in so I can keep the music running. So just quickly whilst I eat, because it doesn't look very advertising eating on stream, so let's keep the face cam closed just for a moment, just whilst I'm quickly eating, and then I'll open up the face cam after. So I probably ain't going to talk as much for the minute, just because we're going to be eating. But we're still going to be fishing though. I don't know why, when I do streams, I really do enjoy a bag of peanuts sometimes. I feel like they're a good thing to fill you up. I need to get some more. At one point I brought so many of them, the shop round the corner actually ran out because I brought them all. I hate rappers that are so loud. I think nighttime here would be pretty good as well. Could try that. Come on, Buzzbait, don't let me down. You worked really good at the other spot. Some people that actually don't mind about eating on stream. I don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't know. I don't think I ever will, to be honest. Well, I thought this buzzbait would have been better than what it is. I might try nighttime. He's still getting interest though, but mine had died out. Oh wow, what am I doing? There we go. Nobody saw that. How's it going, Dots? You finished now? Damn. It is so hot. Whew. You are? Alright, I'm going to try night time to see what it's like in the night. It didn't seem to be too bad. I feel sorry for you working in that heat, but the one advantage that you do have is when you go home, you got such a good airflow. I said I might move into Dad's. I might come and live with Dad. He's got such good airflow. There's just nothing where I'm at. Whew. There is. Go open up his kitchen window, man. We did that when I was over there. It was really, really hot. I opened up his kitchen window and it felt like a tornado was coming through. Yeah, it was insanely hot. I'll open up the face cam in a minute, guys. I've nearly finished eating. Do you ever get them moments when you're trying to eat something and you're trying to be as quiet as you can with that wrapper, and yet it seems like it's being more loud than just eating it normal? You are standing in the kitchen, all I got is heat. It's silly hot, isn't it? Well, looks like the night time's not too bad. I think that's when I caught the unique cat, was in the night, if I'm honest. I think it was. I think he's fishing night as well. He's got his headlight on. I used to eat these as a kid, and they were so good. I don't think they taste as good as what I was when I was a kid, but I don't know. When you're a kid, things probably taste a little bit better. As you get older, you get more grumpy and more fussy. But they're called mini rolls, mini Swiss rolls. They are nice, but because it's so hot, it was like warm, so not the best, but it does the job. Okay, let's try a nighttime thing then. A lot of people always say, why don't I use jigs? And I've mentioned it before in a, wow, 252 foot. I wouldn't have thought it would have went that far. Yeah, I've mentioned it before in a few other streams. The reason why I don't use jigs as much is just because it takes up too much space. And I like to try and carry as many different baits as I can. But I always carry one jig. And as I said, the 4 hook and the 6 are always the 2 optimal hooks. The 4 will always catch no matter what. So that's why I keep the #4/0 jig head. But then obviously I got this shad. That's the only jig I carry. And this shad is probably the only one that I carry as well. Actually no, I think I got a couple of others there, but for the nighttime shad, this is the main one that I use. Shad free. It works good. About trying to, yeah, when you try and do something when it's night time and you try and be as quiet as you can and you end up being more louder than than you should just be normal. Yeah, when you try and be quiet, you're always louder. Some people don't like to chat, man. It's not ignorant. Some people just like to just watch and not speak. I respect that. Sometimes people don't like their name to be in chat, or they're just not in the mood to talk, and they just wanna watch, see what I'm doing. I'm happy with that. Even if you guys ain't talking, I still appreciate you being here, giving me some of your time. I've done it before where sometimes I could have like nearly 20 people watching, and out of 20 people, only one person to be talking. And that's fine. Again, as I say, I don't mind if you guys don't talk. Just you being here watching, that's showing me your support. Wow. With that shad, I gotta be honest, I think I just got lucky to start off with. We got hit straight away. Now there's not really much going on with it. Other than that, we did there. I spoke too soon. I know off the dock though at night time is pretty good. It does work. It does work well. I think this day plus one more day, or if I manage to get more in my net through this night, that'll probably cover us for the money that I spent on this rod, buying this rod. It'll probably break us even, which means this rod would have been like me getting it for free. And it might get us close to it, I don't know. If not, at least 2 days. 2 days fishing to cover the rod. Another zander. That was on the shiners. Let's see how much we got. 20,000. And what did we pay for that rod? I think it was like 40 something, wasn't it? So we've almost earned half of our money back. So again, I don't really mind because we have got a bit of cash going now. So I asked my dad earlier how much cash does he have, and he said just over 2 million. I think if I didn't keep on having all different, didn't keep making different videos, I'd have an insane amount of cash. But I got a habit of buying things, even if I don't need it. I got a bad habit of that. When I got cash, I just keep spending it, buying stuff. I might head to the dock. I know off the dock in the night time it was good. And it was okay there. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. It's not going to let me go there, is it? Oh, okay, it did. Yeah, that's okay. Let's go. I can either fish off here or that spot up there. Here. This is the only place I haven't actually tried yet. I'll have one quick cast. Be right back. It just crashed? Wow. That don't happen often. Alright, man. Did you order your PC case yet, or still not? No, you still have not done it yet. We're gonna give my dad is just waiting for he's just got to order a PC case, so then we're gonna give him a nice little upgrade on his computer. I got a nice motherboard and a good CPU. You still haven't yet? Yeah, we got a nice motherboard and a nice CPU. We're gonna throw that in. We're gonna take his graphics card out and his RAM out of his other one. Throw that into that one. Give him a nice upgrade. His computer's alright, it does what he needs it to do, it does the job, but for the fact that I've just got that motherboard sitting there, I would much prefer for him to have it. Wow, new personal record. I don't think I've caught one of these in here, so that's why it's come up new personal record. Or I might have done, but it could have been smaller. It's possible. I definitely do like this rod though, I think it's a good rod. The reel doesn't quite match up to it. The reel is a little bit too strong. I only buy one bar though. I like to try and max every reel to every rod so I can put maximum strain on it. So I might have a look in a minute, see what reels there is. I don't know if I'm gonna buy one or not, but I feel like if I have a look, see what reels are available there, might be it'll give me kind of a rough idea of what reel would be good for this rod. Oh, the other rod's about to go now. I can hear my other bait rod's going, and I'm nowhere near it. It's not running properly though. I hear the bell making a bit of noise. Alright, let's go to here. I don't know if there's a fish on there or not. I hear the bell rattling a little bit. It doesn't sound like it's running properly though. Let's see. I don't even know where it is. Okay, it is running. I can hear it. Oh yeah, of course it stopped when I get there. Beautiful. But I was thinking, should I just leave it? No, I should have done. Yeah, it is, isn't it? That's always the way. It's always the way it works. Alright, let's jump out. We'll jump back here. And we'll fish off here, because I know night time was pretty good here, so let's try a bit of night time here. Have a little mess around with that shad as well, whilst we've got those bait rods out. I feel sorry for everyone who works outside in this heat. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. It's not fun. There you go, he's joined back now. I can't believe his game crashed. That don't happen often at all. I do get that every now and again. Very rare that it does happen though. It did happen the other day actually, but that didn't happen to just me. It happened to everyone. The servers must have dropped or something like that, because everybody said they got kicked off at the same time as I did. Alright, so let me have a... Oh, there you go. That guy just had a unique Wales cat, £103. That's not bad. Let me have a quick look in the shop. Reels. No. Spin reel. Feel like maybe the ambusher, one of the ambushers might be good. Or even maybe the mega tank. So that one's max drag, £46. That one's 46. That one's 36. So maybe the mega tank could be good. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. It doesn't matter. We got cash. It really don't make any difference, does it? If it's not good, what's the worst thing that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is that I just sell it, or I just keep it as a spare. I don't mind. The only thing is, the first thing is that I noticed on this reel. I don't know. It's probably because I'm just fussy, but I don't really like reels too much that don't have a lot of max drag there. Like, I prefer the ones with the little small bars rather than these ones with the bigger bars, but I don't mind. We could use the reel, and if we get a good fish on there, we can see how well it works. There we go. We just got to get a fish on there now, that's the only thing. I don't know what it's going to be like here fishing with that swim bait at night, but we'll see. Wales cat. I'm not going to bother to cast that out because it's not going to be long until I do jump to the next day. I feel like this day has definitely slowed down a little bit. Not the best, if I'm honest, for day one, 366 in the net. It's not the best, but then this is not one of those high-end lakes, so it's not bad. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. What else could I use for that jig other than this shad? I could put one of those on. Alright, there we go. Let's go to the next day. I want to see if I can catch something good on this spin rod. See how well the reel matches up with it. Let's try. Again, probably not the very best day fishing, but it's better than nothing for sure. Alright, next day. Oh, I started from 5. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so we got 20,000 just over, nearly 21,000 for that day. Let's look at peak time. Okay, so we are pretty close to peak time. Yeah, we are pretty close. That's alright, we'll go with it then. And then that way I can, whilst we're waiting for the peak time to get to it, which is probably from about 6. From about 6 AM onwards, it's going to be better, but I can mess around with the spinning rod in the meantime. So I don't mind if the bait rods don't go off too much. That wasn't very far. 95 feet. Probably would have been alright, but that's not where the sweet spot's at, so it's recast. That's better, 140. Okay. As much as I do want to catch something on these bait rods, I don't want them to go off too quick. As I said, just because I want to try and catch something on this buzz bait and see how well this reel works. I think this reel is going to be the right reel for it, but we just need to see. I want to be able to catch a good sized fish so I can max out the reel and then not put damage on the reel and then not to put damage on the rod. That's the way I want it to be. You don't have to do that, but I just like to do that. Makes it that little bit quicker for reeling in. So this is on the large minnows. Wells cat. On the shiners. I think I probably will at some point as well buy the big ally again, because that weren't a bad rod. I ain't obviously going to use it to catch some of those really big fish, because that would just, yeah, it would take me a month to reel it in. But I definitely will get one of those for fishing in those lower lakes, because as I said, every now and again, instead of just fishing the new lakes or the popular ones, it's nice to drop back to some of these lower lakes to just to show you different spots. Right, come on buzzbait. We need to see how good this reel is with this rod. We need to see if it matches up. I probably would, if I went to the bridge, I probably would get interest quicker on this buzzbait, I think, if I'm honest. But I'm going to try it here a little bit first. Let's see if I get a chance to use it. These bait rods keep going off. Thank you very much for that. Strike done too early. I'm going to reel it in anyway, just in case the baits disappear, because sometimes that does do that. It didn't that time in that case, but sometimes it does. They're really weird the way they take your bait. It takes a short minute for it to hook on. My chat thing's disappeared. There we go. I was thinking, isn't he catching fish? No, he is. Yeah, he is catching fish. My chat disappeared. It does that sometimes when you go into the main menu. I don't know why. When you go into the menu, it kind of makes that glitch off. Strange how it does that all the time. Seems like that's been a glitch that's been there for a while. This buzzbait, come on. I think I am going to have to go near the bridge. Bait fishing is probably quicker here, but at the bridge, using the buzzbait, I feel like it works a bit quicker than what it does here. I'm going to wait until I hear the bell. There we go, I hear it now. I didn't want to do the same thing again. That could be a good one. Oh, that is a good one. It's either the burger or that's a good sized cat. That's what I'm guessing. I think that's the burger. I'm pretty sure it is. It's fighting well. I would like to keep these fish. It's such a shame that you can't. These fish fight really, I don't know, really different compared to like an arapaima or a tarpon. They fight really different. I can't explain it. It's just, they seem so different. Definitely a good one though. Come on. I haven't even seen it come to the surface yet, so I literally have no idea what fish it is. No, it did there. I think it could be the belga. I think. They fight insane. Crazy. This might be bigger than the fish that I had before though. I had the 130-pound one. It could be bigger. Yes, possible. That's insane. How long it's taken to reel that in. It's gotta be over 100 pounds. It has to be. If it isn't, I'd be very surprised if it weren't. Look at that. Yeah, that's exactly what my dad said. My dad said the same thing, man. And look at it, trying to just swim off. Same with the eel. Oh, we finally got it. That took a short minute. Whoa. 127 pounds. It looks beautiful though. Look at the size of that. What a fish. What a fish. That's insane. That does look really nice though. Looks kind of similar. It reminds me a little bit on the, like on its back, them little points, and the shape of its head. What was it? It reminds me of sturgeon. That's it. There you go. That's the one. Yeah. Up close like that, not so much. But like when you see its back, it kind of reminds me of sturgeon. Good sized fish though, that was. 127 pounds. Shame I can't keep it. But that's why I'm messing around catching the other fish, not just that one. That's why I didn't specifically go for just that, because if I go for that and nothing else, and then I'm not going to earn anything in a day, and I want to obviously at least cover my expenses. I don't mind if I don't cover myself for what I paid for the rod and reel, I don't mind about that, but as long as I cover my day's fishing, how much I paid to get here and that kind of thing, which I pretty much have done that. I want some of them big catfish. Or if not, pike, either one. That's a pike. Oh wow. That's not a very big pike, but it's still unique though. I'll take it. Yeah, not very big, 26 pound and a half, but yeah, that's alright. Cash not too bad. Obviously it would have been more cash with the premium. That's without premium. Might quickly just go to the bridge. I just really want to catch something on this rod. Something big enough to test that reel. It's always the rod that you want to catch on the most. That's always the rod that you can't catch on. Always goes like that. Alright, I'm pretty sure if I was at the bridge I would have had something, so I'm going to quickly go here. Just have a few casts real quick. It doesn't have to be a big massive fish, just big enough to put some strain onto the rod so I can see if it can hold against the reel. Come on. It's probably a bit high up in the water, that, to be honest. It's because I want it so bad on this rod. Come on. Just one good sized fish. I think even like about 8 or 10 pound would probably do the job. We are getting closer to the peak of times though, so it shouldn't take much longer until we get a bit of interest. I feel like stop and go is probably best as well, but I think the only one thing I haven't really tried is running it across the top of the water. So I could try that in a minute. See how well that works. Just trying to get it to sink down a little bit more. It's hard sometimes because some of the buzz baits or lures and stuff you use, sometimes they can be too heavy and they stay on the bottom, and then you get other ones that are too light and they only stay on the top. It's hard to choose which one. I had a bit of interest there. I feel like mid-water is probably the best for the pike, but I am going to try. I am going to try on top of the surface, see if that gets us anything. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Run it across the top of the water, see if we get anything like that. I feel like the pike could probably be more mid-water, but we don't know unless we try. Wow, this is really breaking me. Come on, I only need one. Just give me one fish on this rod, please. I say that and I probably get a fish about 2 pounds on it. And that'd just be my luck. No, I don't think on top of the water's any good. As I say, most of the time when I have tried to catch pike, it's either been on the very bottom or it's been like mid-water. And the stop and go always seems to work the best. Missed it. My dad's still catching those, so that's good. I can't get nothing. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's coming down this way by the looks of it. Come on. I just want one fish on this rod. I caught on this rod earlier, no problem, easy. Now I put this reel on. It's like the game knows it's really trying to make me work for it. It really is trying to make me work for it so bad. That was my other rod. I did hear it going. Alright. Let's head back there quick. Because all the time I'm messing around with this one and not catching anything with that, I'm actually losing fish on there. Look at that. Losing out on cash by messing around with that spinning rod. If I'm quick enough, I might be able to get the other one. Northern pike, £7. See, that would be perfect on that spin rod. Why can't I get it on that? That would be perfect. It's on the large cut bait. I'll have a few casts here with it again. We know there's pike around here, so we can definitely get it. There's a Welsh cat. Nearly £9.5. Sorry I didn't share that long. Next time I will. Yeah, I probably lost quite a few fish by messing around with that spinning rod, but I really need to know. It takes so long for it to sink. Yeah, I have literally at every lake that I fish. I honestly don't think there's any lake where it's taken as long as what this does for it to sink down in the water. It's crazy how long it takes. I can't get the stop and go quite right either. It keeps messing up. About as deep as it? Yeah, there's quite a few deep places across all across all different maps. There is some places that are quite deep, but this one, I don't know. It just takes so long for the buzzbait to sink. It takes so long. Like I know in Michigan as well, where you catch the blue crabs. Oh my gosh! In Michigan, where you catch the blue cats, they that water there is actually quite deep, but it doesn't take that long to sink. But here, it takes so long for it to sink in the water. Now let's go back up that way again. Because I've tried down there and we're not having much luck. I'm catching on the bait okay. It's just this spin rod I really want to catch something. I caught on this spin rod perfectly fine before I changed the reel. As soon as I changed the reel, now it's now I'm not even getting a little fish on it. And that's just typical, isn't it? That's the way it's got to be. Now I'm going to cast that one out first. And then, that's not bad. Somebody just had a unique cat. £95, that's pretty decent. I'm going to cast that out so it gives it time to sink whilst I cast out these bait rods. It takes so long to sink. Although the pace obviously is nowhere near as fast as some of the other lakes, I do kind of like this place though. I'd like it if the pace was a little bit faster. Obviously, I definitely would like it, but if you're not a high enough level, what was this place? I think level 42 you got to be in this to get into this place. So if you're not a high enough level to get into some of the other places, you could come here. But in all honesty, I would probably, if I wanted to get the XP, I probably would go Michigan or Sandout, probably, or even White Moose. I'd probably go one of those to get the XP quicker than here. The pace at those other places seem a little bit quicker. But it's nice to fish here just because it's something different. If you want to, you know, catch something else other than the same thing, and then it's okay. This is on the large cut bait. I just can't catch on that spin rod. I was doing perfectly fine before I changed the reel. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. Close to ranking up again as well. Not that the rank really matters, but I guess the only one good thing about ranking up is that you get them extra couple of bait coins and you get a little bit more cash. Other than that, ranking up, it doesn't really make any difference to me at all. I'm doing exactly the same now, other than I changed the reel. Other than the reel, I'm using the same buzz bait, and I'm using the same other thing on there. I'm using exactly the same thing, just the reel. That's the only thing I changed, and it just will not hit this rod. I can guarantee if I put the other reel back on, I'd probably catch first cast. I guarantee that's the way it'd work. I'm not even getting any interest with this buzzbait. It worked perfectly fine before. I've tried this buzzbait for a short minute now, and it was working before, but it's not working. It's not really working now, so I might change and put on something else. Because I don't know how many casts I've had with that, but it's clearly not doing much now, is it? So let's try. See, the swim baits didn't really seem to do much. Let me put on this casting spoon. This casting spoon in Emerald Lake works amazing for pike. That's what makes me think here it could be good. It should be good if we get a chance to use it, that is. Oh, I had a bit of interest there straight away. It didn't hook up though, unfortunately. I can't get the stop and go right. I don't know if that's because of the flow of the river or what. Oh, there you go. No, it's gone back to the one dot rather than the two. Now back to the two, back to the 1, 2. I know they definitely like this casting spoon. They should hit it. If they don't, then they just don't like my reel. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. They don't like this reel. There's no reason why they shouldn't though. We had a bit of interest when I first cast it, when it first hit the water, but for the rest of that, nothing at all. That was max cast. How far? 223 feet. That's not bad. Considering it is a really light casting spoon, that's pretty good. That's some good distance. I'd happily use that, plus this rod in New York Lake. I'd happily use that all day long. See the bits on the water's changing a little bit because we're getting close to the 7 AM. The bit of fog's kind of disappearing. We are actually now at peak time, so we should be getting some good interest right now, but and I don't mean interest on the bait rod. That's not what I'm interested in right now. It makes no sense to me the amount I was catching with this, using that buzzbait, and then it completely just nothing. It's only the reel that I've changed. That shouldn't make any difference. That should make no difference at all. Very strange. Okay, let me use that down here. This casting spoon down here, it should be good. Just make sure I'm not in his way. Alright. We did catch here pretty quick with the buzzbait before I changed the reel. Now I'm using a good casting spoon at the pike. Definitely, I know for a fact the pike like this. Yeah, if the pike don't take it, and then I have no idea. And now my other rod's going off because now we've come away from it. Wow, I can't believe this game right now. It's really making it hard work for me. It really is. That wasn't on this rod, by the way, that was on the bait rods. There we go. But it's not big enough. European perch. I can't believe how long I spent to try and catch a fish. Then I catch a fish at under a pound. That's a, yeah, that's awesome. You gotta love that. I know the pike definitely like this. I gotta get a pike, surely. I'm actually quite surprised that I haven't already. I am quite surprised. No. It's not. It's just one of those days. I think he's having a bad... Oh, you know why. Now I know why. Oh my gosh. I know why. I was thinking, okay, I was really confused. I was really confused, but now I know why. Now I get it. Look, time strike out, that's fine. Now I know why we weren't catching as quick. I finally figured it out. I don't really want to say why because it's a bit of a noob mistake, but never mind. I think it's because of the day. We was catching pretty good. We was catching pretty fast. And that day we was on a sunny, cloudy day. And when we kept having loads of hits on that buzzbait and we kept catching really fast, it was just the sunny day. Wow, that's such a noob mistake. That could be the only thing. That could be the only reason why. That's the only thing I can possibly think of why I weren't catching as quick. That was a sunny and cloudy day. And when we was using the buzzbait, it was the sunny day. That's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. Let's see if it makes any difference. I'm not at peak time either. I forgot to change the peak time. We'll have a look at that as well real quick. Okay, let's have a look. So about 9 AM onwards. We do 10. There we go. Beautiful sunny day. So I'll have a few casts for this, and if nothing happens, I put the buzzbait on. But this should, I would have thought that this would work better. I love that the train goes by. Shame they don't do that on more maps where you get like you can see cars go by or trains that go by, stuff like that. They should do that. It's nice to see it. Well, no interest yet. I'm very sure this will work though, this cast and spoon. I'm quite sure it'd work. I'll try it one last time. This time, if I get no interest, then I go back, put the buzzbait back on, because I know the buzzbait works on the sunny day, and we're now on that sunny day. So the only difference between this one and the buzzbait is the hook is obviously smaller as well. So that could be this cast and spoon will work for pike and other lakes, but it might not be as good in this place, just because the hook's not that big. And obviously the pike in here are a lot bigger than some of the other lakes that we fish. Well, this sucks. Let's just put on the buzzbait. Yeah, there we go. Sunny day, we got the buzzbait on. This should work now. If it don't, then the game just don't like this reel, this new reel that I brought. That's the only thing I could think of. We're on a sunny day. We're using exactly what we did before, and we got a lot of hits on there, so it should be good. Come on. How's it going, BG? Good to see you again, man. Thanks for dropping by. I brought this spin rod, which is a good rod, and I was using the Kraken reel. And we was catching really good, and I brought a new reel. Since I put that reel on, I can't catch anything with it. It's like this reel has cursed me. Fishing in Russia. That's where this place is. Wanted to fish somewhere else just so that we don't keep fishing the same place, you know. Mix it up. I'm going to be playing PS4 tomorrow though. And I'm going to fish a lower lake so subscribers can come and join us and that kind of thing. As a gang cruise, I don't think I've ever seen you before, man, so if this is your first time, welcome to the stream, man. Alright, well, there's not doing too good. Let's move up the lake. Maybe there. Is my dad fishing along there? Is he still here? Yeah, he's still here. I think he's fishing along here. Is he along here? Let's see. How do you add stream start and soon pick? What do you mean? Well, like what? Well, like I have. Okay, let's put that there. I put out a few bait rods just because I'm really trying with this spinning rod, and it's just being a right wet fish to me. So We'll put some bait rods out just so that way we can show that we are pulling in some fish. Because otherwise that's... For me it's not too bad, I'm playing. But for you guys watching, that could be kind of boring, couldn't it? Well, it depends on what software you're using, man. Depending on how you're streaming and what software you're using. I use Streamlabs OBS. That's what I use. But there obviously is many different types of software that you're able to download and use. So really, it's just more about personal preference more than anything. Just kind of what you like, the layout, that sort of thing. I used to always use my my Elgato HD 60 card. I always used to use that, but every now and again when I use it, the audio didn't come through properly and it sounded crackly, and it kept on, like as I'm talking, it got a lot of distortion on the mic. So when I was talking, it kind of sounded like I had my hand over my mouth. It sounded muffled and stuff. So because of that, I didn't want to use Streamlabs. Sorry, not Streamlabs. I didn't want to use OBS. I just weren't a big fan of the way OBS is, you know, kind of laid out. But some people like OBS. That's another one. But the Streamlabs OBS, that's awesome, man. I love that. That's my main thing that I always use that now for everything. The Streamlabs OBS, I use that for the PC when I'm streaming, and I use it for the PS4 as well. I use it for both. But again, it just depends on what kind of layout you like and the way you like it to kind of, yeah. Like a lot of people do use OBS, not Streamlabs OBS, just OBS. But I'm not a big fan of that. I just don't like the way it's set out. A lot of people said to me before about using it, and I did try and use it, but just didn't like it. Wales cat. Well, since I brought that reel, I've had nothing but bad luck. It's making me think that I should And they are not quite nice to catch as well. Don't bother risking to keep it, because you'll get more chance of getting a fine than not getting it, so it's not worth it. I did cast that one kind of far. That was 150 foot. I've been casting it about 100 foot, and that seems to work pretty decent, so. But that's alright, we'll leave that there for a minute and see if anything happens. I'm really trying my best to try and get something. Oh, it sank, hit it, but I didn't strike it right. Trying my best to get something on here. There we go. Okay, can I take it up more? Can I take it up more? The fish is not big enough to find out. Oh well. At least we finally caught something on it though. 8.5 pounds, just over. That took a short minute to catch with that. It really did. I can't believe how long I spent trying to catch with that rod there. We caught so quick. As soon as I changed that reel, spinning just went down the hill. Another northern pike. We're so close to getting the next rank. Maybe a good unique a good unique Wales cat, and then that'll probably make us level up. I don't know about the pike, because the pike are not very big, but a unique cat will definitely make us rank up for sure. But the fact we had a bit of interest on this buzzbait after being on that bad day, I can't believe I didn't even notice that. Sunny and cloudy day. Strange though, because some pike in some places, they prefer just the cloudy day. Sometimes in some places they prefer it to be sunny, and then sometimes they prefer it to be cloudy. But it seems like in this place, on the sunny day, seems like there's more of them about. I was waiting until I hear that bell. Another cat. Young Wales cat, not very big, but still a fish. I'm not sure about this one. This could either be a cat or maybe a pike. I think a pike, I think. Yeah, a pike. That's not bad. 16 pound. If I get 16 pound on that spin rod, that'd be perfect. That's what I need. Okay, come on. We're on a sunny day, we're at that peak time. Give us that good fish on the buzzbait. Pull that in so close. Young northern pike. It's not going to happen. It's just because I want it to be on this rod. I don't care about the other rods. I just want it to be on this one. Yeah, this is on the shiners. Yeah, we're very close to ranking up now. I think even maybe one unique could do it now, possibly. I'm not going to get a chance to use this spin rod because they keep going off too much. There we go. Not very big, but it adds that little bit more. Come on, give me like at least 15 pound, a 15 pound pike on this rod. That's what I'm after. If not, if it don't work, and then straight after I finish this stream, I'm gonna go straight into sand delta, and then I'm gonna cast out there, go get a striped bass. Is it big enough? No. Dang. Come on. It's good that we're finally catching something with it, but just not the size that I need. I'm almost out of drink. It's not good. Now I am. That one's actually pretty good. It's like a strawberry flavour squash. It's quite nice. Normally I drink water, but I've been drinking so much water recently, especially for the fact it being hotter. Obviously that's going to make you drink more. So instead of just water, I thought I'd add a bit of squash into it. It's nice to have something different, but it tastes kind of weird at the same time. Just not gonna happen on this one, is it? I really wanted to test this reel. I wanted to test this reel so bad. Just trying to get it to sink a bit quicker. Come on, where that pike at? I'm not gonna give up on this reel. It is a pain because, as I said, since I brought it, it's just kind of, I just haven't really had much luck with it. When I had the other reel on, it was, but the reel shouldn't make any difference at all. It shouldn't make any difference, other than to either reel in a little bit easier or it be that little bit harder to reel in. That's the only difference. I haven't changed the line or anything, so it should be good, but the spinning has really died off. Come on. I need a 15 pound pike, or at least over 10 pound, I think, a minimum of 10 pound, just that way I can try and put full strain onto the reel and see if the reel matches up with this rod. As I said, if I can't, and then as soon as I finish the stream, I'm gonna go to Sand Delta and check it. and get a reel that does match up with this run. It is a pain though, because it was working good. It's just, I don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't think it's gonna happen. It's just, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Well, this was definitely a little bit different fishing in this place compared to the higher end lakes that we fish, but it's still good that we can show something different rather than always showing the same stuff. And as I said, for tomorrow we'll do some PS4, because a lot of people keep on asking me to play on PS4. At the minute we are on Steam, so tomorrow as well as today we're fishing somewhere different. Tomorrow we're going to be fishing, I think probably Everglades on PS4, so yeah. I didn't bother to buy premium today for that reason, because I knew that I was going to be going over and playing on there. I am so close to ranking up as well. So I hope you guys did enjoy this one. That last bit was a bit of a strain there, I must admit, but anyway, something a little bit different, I guess. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. We'll be live streaming again tomorrow as normal, and as I said, for tomorrow we'll be on PS4. We'll do PS4, and we're probably going to have a few subscribers come join us and play there as well, so it should be interesting. Hopefully it should be good fun. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I'm out.